Oh, okay. So I know it's been a while, but it's a bit of a long story. If you want to hear it, I've placed another video on the channel. If you want the short version, just because a van says free candy on it doesn't mean there's free candy. Just FYI. Anyway, in all this time I've managed to lose my save files, but fortunately I still have my save state, wily bastard that I am. And so we can more or less pick up from where we left off, which was apparently after just saving Mustadio's butt. So, for those of you who don't remember and don't want to review the previous ones, you lazy jerks, we pretty much have everything unlocked. I think my logic in not unlocking any of these was that they just crowd up the bar. These are the only good moves. So, we basically got everything. Since we got everything, we're replacing gain GP up with defend. I don't know how often I'm going to use it, but there you go. We got counterattack on move +1 if you don't remember the Temple Knight moveset. Well, we'll find out in battle. So let's get right back into the thick of things and pick up where we left off. To Barrius Hill. Let's see how badly I'm going to lose this one. I have no idea. We'll find out together. Oh god, I miss that repeated skipping so much. It's like a voice from my childhood. A voice of repeated skipping. Alright. I don't remember exactly where we set off on this one. But we got Mustadio and Agrius to help out. I did not power level Agrius. I said I would hack her power level. I would hack her up in levels if I felt I really needed the extra firepower. Instead of just, as I did with the Geomancer, just grinding the crap out of her. So this mission's actually not too bad. It's, what was it, Knight 2 Arc? There's another Knight somewhere. Alright, so I think it's, 2 Knights, 2 Archers, 2 Summoners, and I got 2 guests, so that's not too bad. We'll probably want to, stone the Knights, because they're going to be the hardest to kill with the toughest HP, so they're the ones who want to outright kill. So let's start off with that. Now, Stone, also known as Break, we can cast this twice in a battle with our current amount of MP. It's got a range of 4, effect radius of 1, so no multi-targets. So 4, 3, 2, 1 source. I figure Mustadio's side needs the help the most because he's not as good as Agrius, even without her being power leveled. Petrify has a fairly high chance of success, but it seems that this guy does not believe that much in God. Still, heaven wished to destroy his mind. Alright, so we're off to a good start. Now, I think I said part of the reason why I stopped playing for a while is because I was afraid we were going to petrify everything as a solution, but honestly, Beowulf does not get that much MP, and Petrify is really expensive. Maybe as it gets later on, I'll be able to have better Petrify chances, but the further on I get, the better of a strategy that is, the harder it is for me to actually apply as an important enemy start getting weaker. Or more resistant to it. But for now, it'll do the trick. Alright, so Summer's coming down. Barely in range of Mustadio. But I'm not going to worry about it. I don't even remember what the heck I had on Agrius. Anyway, while we're waiting for all this, since there's not really that much to comment on this battle, I'd actually been playing Final Fantasy Tactics on my phone for a while. I currently have a job that isn't terribly engaging, but on the plus side doesn't exactly demand a lot of attention of me. So I've pretty much been able to, basically, a lot of it is just being there in case of an emergency, and I don't really have to pay attention to one source if there's not actually an emergency. So basically I get to pass the time in between however I feel like, and that's involved a crap ton of playing Final Fantasy Tactics on my cell phone at work. So that's been pretty awesome. Good. 2 for 2. Pretty good start. So this one's pretty much already won. We just need to clean up at this point. But there's still the issue that we need to clean up, and when we don't have guests, cleanup is still going to take some time, because Beowulf's damage output is not all that great. But yeah, I've got a couple save files on there. Mostly I've been using it to pass the time. Also, I'm playing a fair amount of Pokemon. Just got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Well, I didn't get Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, just the rubies. Playing that, don't like it as much as X and Y. It seems to be a bit clunkier in a lot of places, but it's the newest one, so it's probably where you want to go if you actually tend to play competitive stuff in there. Which I may or may not be getting into. It's a bit of a pain, because you have to worry about all the getting set up to have all the breeding and whatnot. That's just a crap ton of time. Probably more trouble than it's worth. I don't really have anyone to play with locally. I'd have to play online, and those people you can't get to agree by, like, you know, the smoke-on rules that, you know, prevent people from breaking the game, really. Please, Mustadio, kill her. Please kill her. Make certain she dies. Kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her. Thank you. Mustadio, you are my best friend. You are like the anti-Algus. Alright. So I'm almost dead. I don't want to stay away from the summoner who's alive. Let's go and kill this guy. Make it harder for him to kill Mustadio and easier for Mustadio to kill him. Actually, how much would I drain from him? 31, that's actually not too bad. How much do I do with a sword hit? 64, okay. So it'll take 2 sword hits to actually kill him, so I better get to work on that one. I'm sure Agrius and Mustadio can help sweep up without me. Yeah, especially if they're going to start shooting laser swords at them. Okay, no, stop. He's probably going to act before Mustadio probably can kill him, which is unfortunate. But if he shoots Mustadio, he's not shooting me, so that's not too bad. Alright, what are you going to do, baby? Really? You're going to shoot Agrius? No, because he can't reach Mustadio, and he kind of wants to get the hell away from us. Well, I'm sorry, buddy, but that's not going to happen. I am going to drain your soul. And Agrius is going to go down with that. Does he have item? No, he doesn't. I probably should see about that. Yeah, no reason not to drain him. Got a perfect hit rate and I'll kill him. No, do I actually get the excess HP that he doesn't have? Why, yes I do. Great way to execute people, then. And Agrius is dead. Agrius is dead. Okay, so it's just me without MP and these guys. Although the summoners, that's their second spell, I think. She might be out of mana by this point. Well, crap, I don't remember how much the spells cost. Okay, I gotta... Alright, 4, 3, 2, 1, source. You wanna know what? She'll definitely be out of mana now. Alright, Sorcerer is now, or Summoner is now useless, and I've got enough MP to petrify the Archer. Oh, she's gonna hit me with her. Holy crap! That is a really badass stick. I did not expect the stick to be that badass. Okay, good. Oh, I can't actually get to him. Damn it, Agrius' dead body. Alright. She definitely doesn't have 5 movements. So if I can petrify the Archer, I'll save Mustadio's life. Alright, Shock. Shoku. Yep, this one does damage equal to your missing hit points. Which is going to come in handy. Being the biggest reason we'll probably wear armor over robes later on. It's glorious. I think the best part about that is they stop, by the time the smoke clears, they've stopped standing up. Alright. So that's all taken care of, and we're out of mana, but basically one good sword thing will kill that bitch. And really, Mustadio can just kite her if need be. Let's soften her up. Or not. Not softening her up is also an option. Taking 2 more hits to kill her. Fortunately, she's probably going to kill me on her next action. Yes! What? No counterattack. Well, come on, man. Alright. Shanker in the back. Good. And that's a welcome return to the Temple Knight SCC with me explaining things from off screen, because apparently I'm just commanding Beowulf around the battlefield. Ramza is a general. He is not a soldier that would dally in punching people. He just yells at them and cheers them up. Alright, so good to be back, good to be back. First battle went reasonably well. Don't know what I'll feel about Power Level, because we still got, you can't help us out on Golgorand. Gaug might be somewhat tricky. I think the rest of the battles aren't too bad. She's still a guest in the valley where you pick her up. So Golgorand is the first battle where I'd really lose her, and it's also the first battle that's really hard. And that's the time at which I might decide I have to hack myself some better gear. I don't want to disgrace the name of Beowulf. No. Because I don't have a rockin' beard? Okay, that's a fair point, Dice Dark. You do have an awesome beard. So, yeah, but on the other hand, he doesn't have many good options. He can get better shields. He can get better swords, so he can. That's certainly important. From drops. But as far as armor goes, he can only get better body armor. He can't get better clothes with special properties. We wear armor and robes. A white robe, if it isn't available, I don't remember when that first becomes available, resists elemental damage. Might be notable. For the most part, robes are there for better MP. I'd have to double check. It's been a long time since I've really looked at robes, because the wizard robe is really awesome. When I know your character, I put a robe on, I put it on them. But it doesn't really do much for Beowulf. All it ever does is give us plus 2% chance on our spells. Probably less than that. Because then it gets modified by faith. So in the end, probably plus 1. It doesn't actually increase his damage output or in any way. So really, it's, again, I'll pick robes that have better HP and MP. Or armor for better HP. So that's basically where that would go. The heck, oh yeah, Lionel Cast, that's another cutscene. Anyway. Probably not going to get much out of him, but... Okay. No reason to not... Oh yeah, we left... I think we must have left him that way so that we can get these skills. Alright, so let's make him a chemist so we can use items. We're not going to get that much out of it. We're going to get one battle where he can use potions in the woods, and then another battle where he can, well, he'll be completely defenseless, but at least he'll have Phoenix Downs. Probably won't ever get to use them. But, you know, that's life. Why are you wearing spike shoes? Yeah, you don't really need the leather mantle. Wait a minute. Yeah, she has a better shield than me. Now I think about it, what we got here? 60, 70. Why are you waiting? You stop that right now. How much extra MP? Oh, 22. That is a lot of MP. Alright, you know, I'm making a big deal about all this stuff, but you know what? I'm going to go to Lionel Castle and chance they'll just sell me better gear here. Come on, game. Load up your butts. Yeah, and you used to run this thing on fast speed. I'm going to leave it off that for now. Hopefully that's not making this too long, but I will resume fast speed in the future, unless people tell me they don't want me to. Oh man, this battle's going to be so much fun when I come back. I'm actually kind of curious as to how this is going to end up working out, because both Gafgarian and Beowulf could just steal HP from each other. Gafgarian doesn't need MP, so he'd win that battle. Honestly, not sure how I'm going to do that one. Can't... And once that And I don't know how I'm going to handle the people outside. I think a certain amount of power level is going to be warranted. In fact, that's probably where I'm going to stop. I'm going to do the Ziggler Swamp, and then maybe I'll do one sample power leveling video. Because the biggest downside of Beowulf over the Geomancer is that he's got a limited resource. That his MP runs out, and then he's really just a crappy. Then he's just a knight. And admittedly, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not too shabby, but it's not a whole lot to work with, especially early on before we get better shields and mantles. So if I item farm, that's going to be a big part of it, getting better shields and mantles. You know, it's kind of sad going back to this. You play on the phone, you play on the PSP, you get the really over-the-top Shakespearean dialogue. There's nothing wrong with the dialogue in this one, it works, but the dialogue in the War of the Lions remake, it manages to be extra flowery without coming across as, like, pointless. It's really hard to describe. It's kind of silly, but kind of serious. It's mostly silly because it's coming out of this game, and it's really funny to hear, you know, commoners with no noses speaking in really fancy dialogue. Alright, so let's go and see if they've got better gear for me than Agrius. Yep, could get the gold armor. But right, Agrius leaves us. And we don't get her back until that last battle, which is actually not that hard of a battle. So yeah. Well, relatively speaking, anyway. So yeah, the most important thing if I were to power level. I think I stole her armor back. Let's see. Got enough, so let's start stocking up 2 of everything in case of night. Sweet. Better mantis, that's something. Again, the MP doesn't do much for us, but it is still there as a thing. Like plate mail, but reinforced with HP plus 70. Well, no wonder it's so good. It's reinforced with pure liquid hit points. Yeah, let's go and clear out the inventory a little bit too. And we will go on to Ziggler Swamp. So, we'll end here once we finish this battle. Because after that, then we get full on into the first really challenging leg of the game, but we can't go back. And while I'm willing to hack in gear if I need to, there's really only one place to power level, and that's the valley. And if I can't beat that, then I'm kind of in a spot of trouble. So, I'll probably power. I actually don't remember what level the guys are around this point in the game. I'll power level a decent amount. And maybe even just try to get myself a better shield. Because the shield really is the big thing. Better armor is a little bit of extra hit points, but a shield, not only does it just make me more defensive, generally speaking, it also adds more swing to my survivability. You know, if I'm having bad luck and I just can't win a fight, I could just keep saving and reloading until I just don't die. Until I just block everything. And it's a bit of a cheat tactic, but, you know, you have to force it sometimes. This is not the most... Alright, let's see here. Okay, I can't directly reach anybody. These mostly are undead, so they won't stay dead. So yeah, really, break is going to be a large part of our arsenal. Because everything else... Drain is useful for getting HP back and for killing enemies that can't be drained. Most everything else is, unless they've got really low brave. Which, to be fair, that is a lot of it. So 16, okay, you go to 10. My monsters all have bare-handed attacks, so their damage is based on their brave. So a monster that's been chickened is, even when they stop being a chicken, they're effectively dead as long as they use bare-handed brave-adjusted attacks. But this guy doesn't, so we need to kill him dead. I'm gonna roll with that. Floating statues. I'd ask how that makes any sense, but I'm already using magic, so that would just be petty of me. Oh, God damn it. Why are you saying the swamp? Like, do you know how many things have pooped in that swamp, Mustadio? This is not, like, in the least bit healthy for you. And all these guys only have the 1 MP, so I can't really steal MP back from them. Alright. So I think we'll just kind of go into that corner and let them come to us. Alright, so we've got the quicksand or whatever. It's slow drudging. Oh yeah, defend. I don't know really how much I'm going to use this versus how much saving CT is the better option. But it doubles all of your defensive values. So it's going to be powerful, because especially since our default gear is going to involve a shield and a mantle, that's actually going to be a lot of extra defense. Once we get Feather Mantle, even from behind, I'll only have 20% chance of being hit. So that's a pretty big deal. Right. But to be fair, it is actually going to come. I think it's going to be worth it a lot of the time. Again, especially as we get better shields and better mantles. Because really, the extra 20 CT probably not going to be important that much, especially when enemies are really ganging up on us. Okay, we can fire off 2 more breaks. These guys are both pretty squishy, whereas the skeletons are actually pretty hard to kill. And since those 2 are going to attack us with magic, but that guys will face back. Magic doesn't care where you attack from. So yeah, actually, defense is probably going to come really in handy if I can't attack, or don't think I can make a meaningful attack. The question is how often is that going to be a thing? I'm guessing when I run out of MP and I need enemies to come to me and get within range, because I got 5 movements, so most range attackers have to get next to me. So that might be a good way to deal with my lack of range. I wish I had a better counter ability, because otherwise I could just maybe... Seriously, why isn't counterattack activating? Am I, like, forgetting something about how crappy it is? Trigger physical attack. That was a physical attack. Why did I not get anything? Whatever. Alright. 173. No, let's take the guarantee here. And again, we'll defend that. Oh, we can't defend. Shh. Yeah, that's the big trick, is it's not so much versus saving CT, it's how often. But I think it's going to become the default option when we can't act, but someone can get in range of me, because it's going to give us a lot of extra defense. Which should add a bit of extra dynamism to the thing. Also, I find myself using so few of these abilities, I might just actually hack out some of the abilities to make the list shorter. This is actually a really big deal on the phone. Navigating the menus isn't exactly super easy, so I don't get abilities I'm not going to use. Alright. Yep. Again, Petrify. Now, this is a bit of what I was afraid of the game getting repetitive over. But, you know, I only really have so much MP, so... Oh, and it missed. And I can't guarantee they're all going to hit. I'm not going to reset until all of them hit, so... But we'll see how that goes. Come on, counter tackle. Yay! Alright, so I'm going to have to move to actually get back in range of them. Oh, those defenses, though. I think shields are a big, important thing to playing one of these SCCs, because that defensive swing is really important. You really need to be able to add a lot of luck to the roll to really pull a lot of the stuff off. And he's dead. Now, the only way someone can attack me from the front is a way nobody's going to be able to attack me from. But hey, I got to face that direction anyway. Mustadio. Do I not have potions in my inventory? Apparently not. Why didn't you move somewhere where you could shoot somebody? Why are you so worthless? I just got around to saying that you are the anti-Algus, and now you did something worse than throwing a stone at a guy. Ugh, terrible. Terrible. So, yeah. Alright. All we need to do is... Oh, hey, double move. You know what? If that ghost crystallizes, I'll get my HP and MP back. God damn it. That was the opposite of what I wanted to happen. Alright. Is he going to use... Crap. Alright. And they get double moves. And he's just going to sit there. Great. So now they get to group up. Oh my god! They're actually expressing a knowledge of tactics. Oh, please let me wake up, 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 wake up. He's gonna hit me. I'm gonna wake up. Then I'm gonna petrify him. Ah, you fool! You should have let the ghost grab it. Oh shit. Please don't put me back to sleep. Thank God. No! Oh, poop. Double poop. Triple poop. Alright. Well then, where did I put all the way back here. Save state data is separate from that though, so it should, no, it'll display it because I'm guessing it's loaded up in RAM, but it'll still load. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, I'm guessing the thing keeps it in RAM, so it's going to display, as part of the save state, so it's going to display that. But since the memory card file is a separate thing, it goes to the file to load that up, and therefore I get the right thing. So that's when it corrects itself. So I'm guessing the people who wrote this for the PlayStation never really had to worry about that. See what goes this time. Kind of really want to stone the ghost now, because that sleep is terrible. I mean, it wasn't really that big of a deal, but if they could just keep doing it, one could sleep me, then I get killed by the other guy. Alright. Still, we've got 3 petrifies in these, so... I wonder if I can hack it so that I can put break and like shock at the top of the list rather than the bottom. That's really what I'm going to be using most of the time. Break, shock, dispel, and drain. Everything else is just a fancy way of saying not as good. Ah, crap. It's like 5 HP over getting 2 guns shot by Mustadia. So I'll probably sword him. I'll sword him out. Fortunately, the crappy thing is it costs you 2 move to go through like the swamp panels, and if you stop them, then you get poisoned. And in an SCC where you can't heal, not a good option. Alright, can't really reach him. But I can start stoning people. Oh jeez, that's terrible. This is pretty sweet. Alright. We'll let Mustadia work on shooting the ghost down. We'll try to stone somebody else. So yeah, it's gonna need one more shot to kill the ghost. I don't know, maybe I'll stab the ghost and just save the Petrify so I can hurry up and kill him. I guess it depends on where I can move and where the enemies are. Okay, he's running away. Actually, that's kind of a good thing with the undead because it means they're easy to dispose when they do come into range. And until then, they're not potentially coming back, so I can just kill them when I need them to actually stay dead. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, while I can solve these battles through a heavy amount of Petrify, any battle worth its salt, I'm probably not going to Petrify everybody. And then it's just me against maybe half the enemy team, which admittedly is going to be a lot easier, but I still need to think about it. Alright, only 2 guys left. Out of MP, though. Who's this guy? Oh, they can't land in water at all? That's convenient for me. Alright, let's move away from him. Actually, let's get closer so that we can defend the stadium. There's 2 spaces closer to him. Alright. And hopefully Mustadio will go and finish him off. There we go. And now we've just got 1 dude left. As long as the skeletons don't regenerate before then, we are A-OK. Okay, we can even get in range. Mustadio will have to go somewhere else to shoot him, but I'm okay with that. Does that do 48 damage? I think he's like barely in kill range. Convenient. Let's move around back for a sure hit. Alrighty. There we go. They're all dead. So, yeah. We'll be ending it here. I'll go and think about whether or not I want to power level. I'll probably power level maybe a bit off camera. Just so I can kind of relax while I take care of it. There's really not much to say. This was essentially a random battle. This is how I would handle random battles. Sure, I am a style to whittle people down, but if I just had a random battle against fewer enemies, there would have gone. And, maybe I would have been able to train MP as well. But you get the basic idea as to how the random battle is going, leveling up. Because I would much rather actually play the level up than hack it. Because I like playing the game, and fighting random battles is a bit more relaxing. So I'll do that. Just before we lose access to the castles, do we get anything new here? More coral swords, gold helmets, gold armor, rubber shoes. Nothing fancy. I think, we must have just gotten an upgrade from just the wizard mantles anyway. Alright, Mustadio is effectively out of the next battle. Just to confirm something here. Yeah. It is. Yep, only helmets. And they can't wear clothes, but they can't wear robes. Yep, just want to make certain I kind of forgotten how this whole thing worked. Alright. Okay. Not enough to learn High Potion. Enough to learn Phoenix Down. I'd be shocked if that manages to come in handy, but hey, it's not completely impossible. Let's make certain we have some potions, too. Again, almost certainly not going to happen, but no reason not to be ready for it. Oh, yeah, I was out of potions. No wonder he didn't heal himself last battle. Alright, so I'm all set. And I'll probably level up some off camera, and we'll continue from where I left off next time. And just to all of you who sat through this video, who came back after all these years, thanks a lot. I'm really happy that you're watching me again. I'm really happy to be making these again. Again, the accompanying video will give an explanation about all the stuff. I didn't want to lag down the actual series with that. So again, check the accompanying video. It'll explain a lot of my feelings, motivations, and how I plan on going forward. But this is the main series video. This is about me playing Final Fantasy Tactics as a single Temple Knight. So, I'm having fun. I hope to see you back again. And see you later.